Ladies and gentlemen, the first story comes to you directly from the Washington Post about 5 McDonald's workers say they were dismissed for being minorities. Let me tell you about McDonald's. I took a trip up there one day and ordered a simple cheeseburger. No onions, no pickles, nothing. I went back up to the counter 2 times before they got my burger right. First there were pickles, then onions. How do I say this without sounding cruel? Oh yeah, that's right, I can't. Most likely they were incompetent. And playing the race card, taught to minorities everywhere by our own Attorney General Eric Holder. Thanks. You're a real peach. Actually, the only difference between him and a peach is that the fuzz is on a peach when they should be on Eric Holder. Race-baiting fraud. Why women are giving up the pill. About 80% of women on contraception use the pill, but 30% go off it because of side effects. Brain tumor risk. You know, if I recall correctly, Hillary Clinton has a brain tumor and she's doing fine. Actually, it says right here that Hillary Clinton does her best Vladimere Putin impression. Clinton helps explain the difference between the two countries by mimicking the Russian president. Hillary Clinton can mock Russia's president, but North Korea gets in trouble because they call the bomb a monkey. Does hypocrisy ever stop? I'm going to do my impression of Obama. My fellow Americans, I'm from Kenya, Hawaii, Indonesia, and Chicago. I don't like America, so when I say my fellow Americans, I mean Islamic terrorists, such as myself. Our real plan is to make all the men in this country a bunch of cocksucking gay men and be proud of it. They will cuddle up with each other, not know how to be real men anymore while ISIS takes over. I like men, but I pretend to be married to a woman, but I'm not uncomfortable with it because Michelle has a penis. I know that impression sucks dick, but hey, so doesn't he. Russia warns against West trying to topple Putin. Deputy Prime Minister Shuvalov says attempts to topple the president will fail due to citizens' loyalty. If anyone is out to get Putin, it's the left and Muslims. They already got a guy in Germany who is the head of an anti-Islam, who was the head of an anti-Islam group, who resigned after a picture of him sporting a Hitler haircut surfaced about. Speaking of toppled, Larry Sinclair was the topple when it came to gay sex with Obama. Zoo cameras show tigers climbing. Big deal. Every day, border security cameras would show illegals climbing over the border. We didn't do anything about that, so why start now? Okay, listen here. Women treated unfairly in sex scenes, says actress. Golden Globe winner Ruth Wilson says actresses have to provide the titillation while male actors don't. Quote, have to get their breasts out. Okay, now I want to point to your attention a comment I saw in a video one time. I don't remember it all, but the main point of it was that men and women will never be equal. It's not biologically possible. Women have 2 private parts, boobs and the vagina, as opposed to men who only have the penis. So when a woman takes off a shirt, takes a shirt off, she doesn't want men to look because she treats her boobs as private parts, unlike when a man takes his shirt off because everybody has nipples. So when there's a sex scene in the movie, a man takes his shirt off, then a woman takes her shirt off, it becomes a battle of privates versus no private parts. In order for it to be equal, the man will have to take his pants off, but then what private part would the man use for the woman to take her pants off? It won't work. 7 ways you're making your veggies less healthy. You may be eating enough produce daily, but that doesn't mean you're leaving all the health benefits. Heating, peeling, grilling. Well, I don't know about the other 6, but one sure way to make them less healthy is to let Congress in control of them. Remember the whole pizza is a vegetable fiasco? I don't know much about this story, except it happened a while ago involving sports figures. one headbutting the other one because of frustration, I believe. I'm being non-descriptive because I don't know what sport it was or who the players were, but what I do know, it's more watchable than Michael Sam giving his boyfriend some head and some butt. I believe they are married now. I want to move on to something big, which is about the equality deal. You Democrats, my word, want people to believe you care about equality so much, telling women that they are equal to men. I think one life should be equal to one life, and I don't specify. A mother kills her 5-year-old son with salt, and the key word in the whole article is purposely. Another mother set her child afire, then called police and apologized. The woman who poisoned her son with salt, as the article stated, is being held on trial, and so far she's accused. Like I said before, one life equals one life. Therefore, one death should equal one death. But then we get into the whole death penalty and how many botched executions we have. Hey, listen, we're talking about a person who intentionally killed a child. Who cares if a death is smooth? Personally, I want those two women to suffer. My point is, how can you say for equality when you think a child's death isn't redeemable with the killing of the killer, so to speak? Oh well, I guess that's more liberal hypocrisy for you. American Idol winner files a lawsuit. Philip Phillips says show producer has manipulated him into accepting jobs since he hit it big. That's how you know we have made it into the socialism status of absolute nothingness. When people file lawsuits because they don't want to work. I got news, pal. My dad tells me all the time I have to work and make money. That's life. Finally, I would like to end this video with one more story, which is FBI busts alleged spying in U.S. Yevgeny Buryakov, who was arrested in NYC, and two others are accused of trying to recruit Americans as sources. As any good employee would say to an employer, I have had 6 years' experience with communism under Obama, and I would be glad to move to Russia as a source. So come to Chelmsford and take me with you, because I'm sick of this pro-Islam, pro-Muslim regime. By the way, Muslims are doing the same thing, trying to recruit Americans for Islam, but they aren't bothered by the police. I guess you know the famous 9-letter reason for that, don't you? Hypocrisy.